Okay, so going to build this up as a tubeless tire. Now all I've done is put the tire in the rim, so but in here actually, just first, there is a what you would call in here rim tape, so it's tubeless rim tape. Possible to use insulation tape, but you can buy specific rim tape for this. I recommend the proper rim tape. You can't use the old-fashioned rim tape. It must be kind of a sticky, very sticky material, so that it actually seals the spoke holes. So that's step one. Step two is, before we put sealant in at all, what I like to do is take out the valve core, and you can use the pliers, or you can I got a dust cap here which doubles up as a valve core extractor. Okay. When you have the valve core out, just check it as well. If you've used it previously for with sealant, you might find that it gets gummed up with dry sealant. This one has a bit on it actually, so just while that's out there, you just give it a bit of a clean. Actually get a rag and I'll do a proper job on that. Right, so probably this is my number one tip for getting a tire on a tubeless rim, is to get actually a compressor. So let me step up here and grab it. So I have an Aldi compressor, and I've got one of these attachments. I think you can get them in Aldi as well, or you get them in a hardware store. So step one putting on is actually, with the valve core out, put the nozzle on, and actually, what they say, just get the bead. So you don't want to make it, you don't want to actually cause your tire to burst or pop off the rim, so just watch the pressure. Just get a reasonable pressure, and what you want to hear is what they call the bead popping out into the rim, and then you can just, doesn't really matter, you can let the air go, because at this stage the rim, or sorry, the tire, it's actually it's right up against the rim now, because that air pressure forced it up. So that's that done. Now the next step is potentially the messy step. We'll just move this camera a little bit. In fact, what I'll do is move it over here. Okay, so for this you need sealant. I have some here. There's different various options out there, some fiber link stuff. You need obviously sealant, and then you need a way to get it into the tube itself, or the tire itself. Two options: you can get a small bottle, and if it's got like a narrow little nozzle on it, you can fill up the bottle and squirt it in. For this, I don't have one to hand. I'm going to use this kind of syringe here, and one end it's got a fitting here which screws onto the valve, and you simply get some sealant. You fill up the syringe, and then you put it on the valve. It doesn't have to be completely screwed on, just enough to stop it coming out, and you put in one go. Now I'm going to, this is a big tire, I'm actually going to put maybe 6. I know that there's probably signs out there or tables where you can get the exact amount. This is a mountain bike tire. It's going to be doing a lot of it's extreme downhill or anything, but forests and briars and the like. So I want to have plenty of sealant in it for when punctures do happen. So this is what, 3 or so. And now if I slow down here and be a bit more precise, I wouldn't even have those. I'm getting the odd drip here, but it's not. It's like we're talking tiny. There's a drip here and there. I'm going to put in another. This is the front tire. I'll put in another 2. So put in 1 more. You can in time, you can top them up. So basically what I do is I just take down the wheel and I'll just shake it. If I can hear the sealant in the tire, probably do it for another while. By the way, when you're finished all this, make sure you clean all your stuff, because it does kind of go very gummy and sticky. And for your syringe there, it's you don't want to get it all clogged up. So right after I've all this done, I'll be giving that a good clean. Okay, so I've just cleaned the valve core and pop that back in. Okay, don't make it too tight, because there is a little rubber seal, and if you tighten it too much, you'll just destroy that seal. Okay, so that's the sealant in the tire. The tires, there's no air in it, so I'm going to move you down here, where we're going to pump the tire next. Yeah, just gotta move slowly. Just because why I say that is because you know, you don't want to spill the sealant out. So now, so what's happening here is I just got a track pump. I'm not pumping, just pumping as normal. There's no air coming out. And the reason for that is because I used the compressor earlier to get the bead, you know, popped it out into the rim. Let's put a couple more pumps into this. That should be enough. And that's it done. Now, if it's a brand new tire especially, you do need to go for spin straight away. The reason for that is, even though the tire's up against the rim, there will be little deformities and so on, and you need to make sure that the sealant gets in and seals all that up, and so a 20k spin will do all that. That's it done. That tire is, or that wheel is now got its tire on and tubeless, so all ready to go.